All right. Well, we are now live again. We are waiting on Mitchell Wait. We had some technical difficulties here. I lost connection, therefore it messed up the whole live streaming broadcast. I don't know. First, Mitchell had audio difficulty. Then the issue happened with me. I lost connection, couldn't get back on. So I don't know. I'm hoping everything works out this time around. So, but we are live right now. So if you guys want to share, and we can just go into some discussion right now. Um, um, Hopefully, we'll do a recruit on what Mitchell was discussing, and because I had a few more questions to ask him as well. So, but I don't know. Well, I'll go ahead and start off with you, Tracy. Tracy, what's new with you? You been doing any research lately?
Well, I went into, I've just pretty much been going here and there whenever I can. Really no findings, nothing significant. I've been doing a lot more on a computer, looking at everybody else's stuff, checking everybody else's things out.
Yeah.
Uh, I did get in contact yesterday with the chief of the fire department up here in E.C.B.R.O. I was going to try to get with him this weekend. But he's been booked up this weekend. And of course, I've been busy all day today and be gone tomorrow. Uh, but here in 2 weeks, he said more than likely we're going to get together and talk about that event we're going to try to have in October. Uh, nothing's really popped out besides tomorrow night's show is on Finding Bigfoot is actually going to be in two of my areas that I'm actually working in. One down near Firesburg. That's near the area where I found the footprints and casted the one. And the other one is going to be where they got a picture of what could be a Sasquatch or a bear. Either way, a lot of people look at it as a bear. I kindly see the resemblance of an ape myself, in my personal opinion.
Right.
That show tomorrow is going to be one of the trail camera picture came from Pulaski County, where I was raised at. That's where I was raised at, and that's where I had when I was a youngin. Me and my dad was burning copper, and we kept hearing this thing cry and howl and holler and all that stuff. And this went on for 3 weeks. Well, the first night, I asked my dad, "What is that?" He said, deer probably got hit up on the interstate. Let's, get busy. Right. Well, this went on for 3 weeks from 7 till 10 o'clock at night. And
Right.
3 weeks later, I asked him, I said, Dad, it sure is taking taking that deer an awful long time to die. He said, well, I really don't know what that is. I don't want to know what that is.
Yeah.
That picture is a bear.
Yeah.
It's a bear.
Can I tell you the story behind that trail camera photo?
Yeah. Feel free.
The story
No.
behind that trail camera photo was this guy had witnessed 3 weeks before this picture was taken a 8-foot creature reaching into his chicken coop, reaching in, grabbing 3 chickens, and hauling butt up the hill exactly where he put that trail camera at. And that was his encounter with the first creature. What he got on top of the mountain was something different. I mean, it could be a bear. I'm not knocking anybody else's opinion. But if you had to listen to the story and listen to his encounters from that mountainside, that could be something else.
Right.
That picture, I looked at it and I studied it. I cleared up, did everything. That is a bear. One thing, the legs are too short. A squatch, if it is a squatch, it's only about 5.5 foot tall.
It's 6 foot.
Huh?
6 foot.
Well, whatever. But it's not a squatch. It's a bear.
Hmm.
That's my opinion. I mean, that's from. I mean, I used to run bear.
It's
If
got
that's
a
a squatch, that's the
bear
first
rug.
I've ever seen.
I'm gonna ask you a question. What I mean, I've this is the same area where I even posted on my Facebook. Remember the bar that ran out in front of me in the road there? I got it.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's in the same area. There's so much food in that area. Why would a bear get so darn skinny?
A
How
bear
would
does
a
like
bear
to.
get so
A
skinny?
bear does like to dig for grubs.
Hmm.
If you look at the base of when you go in the woods walking, you'll notice at the base of some trees, like oak trees, like red oak, white oak, or black oak, or persimmon trees or apple trees, you'll see dig marks, like a hole being dug around the base of these trees. They dig for grub worms,
Right.
Hmm.
and that's what that picture was showing, was digging
Now,
grub worms.
It was
now,
grubbing
yeah,
whatever it was, and it looked like it
It,
had long fingers
it
to
grabbed the
me.
bark of the tree root.
now
Huh?
are we discussing the Jacob photos?
No, this is
Yeah.
a photo from the
No, not the
Southwest
Jacob.
Times
This
that came
was
from Pulaski County.
Pulaski.
Uh,
Yeah.
back in, I think it was the photo was actually took in July of last year and put in the paper around August.
Now, do you have a link you could share over on the side with the chat so I can look that up, maybe share it with everybody?
Well, I tell you, I know, shoot, I don't know the link, and if I touch this phone, it's gonna completely shut me
Oh,
completely out of it.
yeah, no, it's different. I understand if you were at a laptop, it'd be different. You could open
Yeah,
up a new
I know I
window.
can probably do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, 'cause see, we did a series on real or not real with that particular picture. I mean, it got pretty good to be a heated discussion, but 98%, take it back, 78% said bear.
Hmm. Even I said it was better
If but
because
if it's a squatch, it's got stubby legs.
you know, yeah.
Must be a midget.
Oh, it's a good picture of a bear.
Yeah, it's perfect for a bear. But a
Hmm.
squatch, I can't see a squatch leaning over, doing like that because there's no bend in them knees. It's just from the ass down to his feet. If the squatch was getting down like that, there's think he would bend his knees and get on his knees and start looking.
Hmm.
A
And I
bear ain't
like
got.
the fact that he only got one picture of it in that big open area. He only got one picture of it,
That's
and he
it.
had that thing set. He had that thing set to take a picture every 15 seconds.
Right.
But he only got that one picture of it right in the middle, and then gone. I mean, that's moving
Uh,
on.
But that'll make no sense because if the bear say if he's got that camera and you got that wide open space and takes pictures every 15 seconds, why wasn't there any more photographs besides just that
Exactly.
one?
Yep. Yep.
That
this is this photo you're talking about? Is it on your group site
It's
here?
it's on my Facebook, and I may have it on my website.
All right.
Daniel,
The river.
look at the group chat link. That goes to
Okay.
the original newspaper article from the Southwest Times.
Yeah, that's what it was in.
Okay. All right. Let me pull that up because I was actually.
What do you think it is, Cliff?
I see features of both, and there's nothing definitive except perhaps the hand that is reaching forward, the right paw hand that's grubbing. It just
It's
looks
got
like those digits are too long to be bear digits.
Yeah, but look at
like that.
look at the
But
ass end. Look at this from his rear end.
yeah,
He does. There's no bending of the knee.
Hey, if y'all pull this up,
I don't know enough
I
about
want you to
bears.
look at the backside of the creature, the animal.
All right. Hold on. Give me a second. Um, I'm working on getting it.
At the very top of the back, where it arches over to the crack. Doesn't a bear have a lot of
That is a bear.
but
All
if
right.
you look at these
Hey
pictures,
guys, I'm gonna try to do a screen share here. Give me a second.
'Cause I'm looking at it right now, and that's
All right,
definitely a well.
here it is right here, guys. This is what we're discussing right now.
Yeah.
I know.
Look,
So,
that is a bear. Look at that. Look
That's
at
a
that. Look at that left rear leg.
where does that bear's ears on the head?
Huh?
Where's the ears at? The bear ears.
He's got his head down.
now, if the thing is, yeah, if this is a bear, some people have discussed. Because this is similar to the Jacob photos, very similar to that. If you look at either the rear leg and the front arm, if it is a bear, I mean, because a lot of people said that it may have some mange because you can see almost skin on the arms.
Yeah.
So,
But here's the kicker. If that is a bear don't bend his hip. A bear doesn't have an elbow bend. I'm seeing an elbow bend right there on that right front foot, on that right front leg.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Tracy.
And if you ball it up, those fingers are very long.
Huh?
Hey,
all right, hold on one second here. Let me get back here.
That's
All
something I
right,
never
let me
paid
try.
attention to was that daggone bend. Oh, hell,
look
crazy.
at the right hand, Fred. How
I'm looking at the elbow.
many digits do you see on the right hand?
All I can see is the elbow and the arm going down. I can't see the fingers
Yeah.
or the paws, whatever. Daniel, I ain't got the picture of it. Wait a minute. Let me go back to it here. All right.
Hold on.
Is that the one squashing in supposed to do tomorrow night?
Yeah, that's where Finding Bigfoot's going to be at, and
Yeah.
In
they're
Virginia?
actually talking about that same photo.
Where in Virginia?
They're going. I've heard they're going to have their town hall meeting at the what do they call it, the Mountain Lake.
That's
And
down
they're
there
going
toward North Carolina, isn't it?
No, it's right up above Blacksburg, where
Yeah.
in my area.
Yeah, because they're not allowed over in my section neck of the woods. They got kicked out. Bobo did a no-no. Because Richter had Bobo on there, and my question to Bobo was, when he coming to Virginia up here in the Shenandoah Valley to squash with me? And Bobo said, bad memory.
Oh,
Bad memory.
All right, here's some pictures with bears with mange. If this helps at all, here we go right here. Let me start at the top. I don't.
I don't see nothing. I just see a picture of your E.C.B.R.O Discovery News broadcast picture.
All right, are you guys seeing it now?
Nope.
no.
All right, hold on. Maybe I didn't do it right. It's on screen share. I don't know why it's not doing it.
Where's Mitchell at?
He still hasn't come back.
I
All right.
posted to him. I'm trying to get him to come back, but he turned his chat off.
Oh.
All right, are you guys seeing anything now?
Nope.
Okay, screen share is not working, man. It shows that it's working, but it's not working, I guess.
What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go to Tracy's website, and I'm gonna have to take a photograph. I'm gonna have to take a copy of it, and because I just ordered the software that MK's got,
Right. That's so good.
and I'm gonna
All right.
dissect this picture.
And what software is that, Fred?
Hold on a second, and I'll tell you what it is. Let me go get it.
What is this?
Yeah, I love heated discussions about different opinions. I think it brings us all closer together. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this fella, I mean, he's not doing too good either. I mean, his health and everything.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to even get to talk to this fella, even before he even put it in paper.
All right, hold on. Fred's holding something up.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Studio.
Hey, Fred.
It's called Video Studio Pro X3 Limited Edition.
Pro X3.
Anyway.
got it off of Amazon.
Amazon. Good place.
And it's got HD editing and rendering, professional video editing tools, studio quality effects and filter, Blu-ray, authorizing and burning, high-speed HD editing and production, limited edition.
Mm.
Hmm.
So I'll take and get a picture of that. Well, this is what the video looks. This is what the same way as that, but that's what I got.
That's awesome.
We
I
all
only paid $13 for it.
Well, it
He
appears that
does some
Mitchell
good
Waite is
work.
actually offline, so
Oh man,
so
he probably went squatching. It's a full moon out, so
Yeah,
Is it
and
still?
Daddy
well,
gave and Daddy
yeah,
gave them all.
it may be dark over here, but where he's at, it's still daylight. It's only around 6, 7 o'clock over here where he's at.
Yeah,
Yeah, so here it is. It's about 9:30 where over here with us. So yeah, that's
that
another
trade.
thing. A lot of people don't realize the time difference. So some people don't, or I know they know, but they don't really think when they're over there towards the west, and they're 2 to 3 hours behind our time. So because I had issues
I'm,
with
I'm really
people
surprised that
realizing the time.
I'm really surprised that ain't no one took that photograph and tried to blow it up and clean it up and take the pixels out and all that stuff with it by now.
yeah.
Well,
I hadn't seen that.
I'll
Now,
try
hey,
that
about
tomorrow.
that photo, was there any comment or anything brought up about tracks found in the area when right after that was taken?
All right, let me tell you what I have found. I mean, I was up there probably within 2 weeks. Uh, I found 4 different tree structures within 500 yards of where he put that trail camera out along that. I mean, it's thick. I mean, it's so thick. You know, I wouldn't go in.
Yeah. Hmm.
Besides, if that is a squatch, it must be pregnant.
What are you looking at, Fred?
I'm just looking at that picture again.
Oh, okay.
But I've seen bear with mange, and if you ever seen a coyote in the summertime when they get mange, they lose all their hair. They look like one gigantic pus ball. They got them blotches on them mange blotches. They lose their hair. They look like walking death. I've seen bear look like that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was trying to pull up the. I had a bunch of photos I had Googled with bears with mange. I was trying to pull that up, but I could try that again, see if it works. I don't know. Maybe it'll work this time around. Uh, let's see. I'm trying.
Yeah, Mitchell was saying something about. I asked him about bears and squatches, and he said that wherever there's squatches, you won't find no bears because
Hmm.
in that one area of mine where the juveniles were at, there was a black bear living in that area with them squatches. They might have stayed
Hmm.
away from me, but that bear ain't there
Yeah, I
now.
think. Yeah. All right. I
Bear,
pulled this up again. I'm gonna try to screen share. See if this works again. These are bears with mange. All right. Are you guys seeing anything right now?
No,
You guys are still not seeing this?
nope.
All
no,
right. Hold
just
on.
your caricatures.
I posted a link.
All right. Are you guys seeing anything now?
Nope.
Oh man, I don't know why it won't pull up.
I'm redirecting to unidentified animals.
Okay.
Okay, there's someone look like he's got spider webs on him with a skeleton face.
Here's a link too that I'm sharing as well, so feel free to check that out. That was bears with mange. So.
Ah, there we go. Now
I
you
see
got it.
mangy bears.
Oh wait, what? You seeing it on my page now?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't know why it wasn't pulling up before.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
you got a bear up here in your upper corner. Well,
Yeah.
what's
All right. Let me.
the thing right next to it? Looks like it's got a face of a kangaroo.
All right. Are you guys seeing me as I scroll down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you guys see something you want me to stop, let me know.
All right. Okay. Now stop.
All right. All right.
Okay. You got that bear with mange, and you got that little bear right there with the over that food bowl.
Yeah.
You got one next to it. Looks like deformed, losing the
Yeah.
hair. Then you got that one. What the hell is that?
I don't know. That's not. That's some weird monster thing. That ain't no. I don't know what the heck that is.
No, I'm not talking about the one with the fangs. I'm talking about the one before that.
Oh, over. What? This one here with my mouse is.
Yeah, that one.
I'm suppose it's some kind of bear, just a weird big fat bear. But
I go to that a lot.
hmm. Um.
That still must be a bear. Okay, now if you look at that, well, stop. If you look at that one right there with the bear and that supposed baby squatch is, yeah, that
This here.
one.
Yeah, that was part of the Jacob's photos right
Yeah,
there. I
Jacob's
think.
photo. Now you look at Jacob's photo. Look how that back legs are, and look how it is on his bear next to it with the mane.
Yeah.
Now,
This.
the Jacob's photo, the supposed bear, it's got long back legs. You look at the bear, his legs ain't that long.
Right.
But if you look at it, his elbows still bend outward. I mean inward.
All right. Here's some more.
Uh-huh.
Here's one showing the skeletal, like a possible skeletal,
Yeah, the Jacob's. Yeah.
style. Hmm. Let's see.
But you know, there are too many animals out there that certain parts of the joints bend and look almost like human.
Right.
Right now, if you look at that one, the American black bear skeleton.
Let's see. Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of animals, bears themselves, they look pretty mean and ugly looking, having mange.
Yeah.
Hey, look at
Now,
that! Look at
okay,
that! Look at this!
okay,
This is
yeah,
a baboon.
yeah. Now look at that picture right next to the baboon. Look how his legs are bending.
Right here.
No, not that one. Yeah, that one. Now look how
Yeah.
his legs are bending. Now look
Yeah.
at that elbow. Look at that elbow right there, and look at his knee, and see how it comes off the ham and bends down. It
Yeah.
goes forward, back, and then down to his foot. Now, if you take that photograph that was taken and look at that back leg, that left rear leg, and that right front arm or leg, and that's what you got.
I'm trying to see if maybe there's some possible chance they might have that one photo in here, but I don't think it's. I don't think they do.
That photo is.
Yeah, some of these photos might be disturbing to some people.
Hey, there's a dog man with cowboy boots on.
Hmm. Let's see what else we got here. Uh,
There you go. You got a coyote with mange. It's like walking
Where?
it up.
Yep.
Where's that?
He just
Oh, did I go by it?
Yeah.
Are you talking on the upper left?
No, I'm talking right dead center. You got the one with the coyote's back legs.
Yeah, hold on. I lost it, guys. Hold on. Or did I go too far up? Yeah, I went too far up. Hold
Scroll on down. Keep going.
on.
Keep going.
Hold on.
Right there.
Oh,
Let's stop.
this.
Went too far.
All right, let me pop back up.
Right there. Now,
All right.
you see that coyote on his back leg. Right next to it, you got a coyote jumping. Now look how he looks with that mane.
Mm.
Then you go down here, look at the Jacobson. You see the bear in the upper corner there. Then you got where the bear does not bend over like his Jacobson one. Does not. So that looks like he's got a big head on it.
Mm.
There's another Yodi with mane. But I've only seen mange in the summertime.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what time of year was that picture taken of, Tracy? Huh?
July of
Tracy
2013.
said last July.
Yeah,
Apparently,
because
they
it
have not
had a
even.
date on it.
Yeah, that'd be about the right time.
Hmm. Let's see what else we might have here. I was kind of getting out of the pictures of main animals with mange, so let's scroll down more. It's got
All
a
right, there's that
few
picture
left in
right there.
here.
There it is, right there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Right there, you got it.
Let me
That's it
click
right there.
on it here.
Can you blow that up? Yeah.
Yeah, it says Virginia
Can
trail cam photos.
you
Uh,
make it any bigger?
by by Sharon Hill. A man's appendages. His fur is matted on the back, but thin on the arms and legs. Fortunately, the head and face are not shown by image taken. All right, hold on. I clicked on it. See what happens here.
Well, I'm gonna take care of
It's
software.
it's actually taking me to another link here.
This is Virginia Trail Cam
Uh,
photo has some suggesting Bigfoot.
yeah, it's an unidentified animal seen on trail cam. It is unclear if this is an unverified picture of a Bigfoot. It was recently discovered on a trail cam placed in the nearby mountains. It was surprising to say the least when I discovered the image on camera's disc. What in the world can this be, they asked. Carefully scrutinizing the image, it appears the right arm shows fingers as animals grasp the base of the tree stump. It also has long, I get tongue-tied trying to say this,
Elongated.
elongated feet similar to a man's appendages. Its fur is matted on the back, but thin on the arms and legs. Unfortunately, the head and face are not shown by the image taken. Hold on, let me get past all these advertisements. There is no information about exactly where it was found or comparison with the other pictures on trail cam. The comments to these his piece note, as does the author, that it is well established that bears are here and that it is a bait stump for bear. This bear looks young, thin, and may have mange, which makes it look different from the big fuzzball bear as we are used to. It's somewhat like the "why won't this silly idea die" Jacobs photo, the case of the acrobatic bear, blah blah blah, or juvenile Sasquatch. Not a juvenile Bigfoot. This certainly looks like an animal that walks on four legs, not two. I don't see the detail that the author sees, but when I see brown, hairy things in the forest on four legs, I think bear, not Bigfoot. I really do think these photos, with just the right parts obscured, are deliberately touted as Bigfoot pics when the people with the camera now know damn well they are not. For comparison, here is a mangy bear. I'm just reading what's on this post.
Okay,
So,
now if you take a look at his back leg, all right. Now look at his left. Look at his right rear leg, and look at his left front arm or leg. You see how
yeah,
the bend. Now you take it back to the other photo from the rear. You see the exact same thing, except the different is except the arms, back legs, are different.
yeah.
Same exact thing.
Uh-huh.
Carbon dating. Comic strip for skeptics.
All right. Yeah. If anyone else finds anything, if you guys want to try to screen share, feel free to try it. It's pretty simple to screen share if you guys want to give it a try. Usually you have to go on and have another window opened up, find what you want, come back into here, go to screen share. When it pops up, click on what you want to see, and then on the bottom, click share screen share, and then it should pop up on your window for us to view.
What I'll do, go over to Tracy's website later tonight, and I'll take a picture. I'll copy that picture and I'll put it on the software and see what I can bring up.
Yeah. Hmm.
Because the only thing that makes me say it's a bear is the shortness of the back legs.
Hmm.
And the belly.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's fair to me. Besides, if the squatch was grubbing for worms, he would get down on all fours, and you would see his knee bend and his feet.
Right. Hey, there's one thing I think I'm going to discuss with you guys, but I'm going to discuss it while we're off air. It's one thing I already talked and shared. I shared some information with Tracy about it, but I'm going to bring it up to the rest of you guys when we're off air and get y'all's input on it. So, it's something I've been dealing with lately, and if it's true, it'll be awesome for all of us. But I ain't gonna say nothing while we're on the air live. So.
Okay.
But,
Hey,
yeah.
can I try to share the screen, Daniel?
Yeah.
Just
Feel
to see.
free. Now,
I
if you
just
only
press the button.
yeah, if you go to screen share, if you have an image to pull up, go to screen share and click on the one you want, which it'll highlight blue, and then go to the bottom of it and click screen share. If you just try to screen share this screen right here, it's not gonna work out right.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you have another window open up, it should pull up what you have open.
Do y'all see anything now?
I see a dark blue. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yep.
This
Yeah,
is a picture I just found, and I really just wanted to show my extension.
Oh yeah. I got that same photograph.
But this was an interesting photograph I found.
Yeah,
and
this is
wonder what y'all might think.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Now, is there?
I think that squatch was put in there.
That's what I'm wondering. But is there a way you could enlarge it?
Or the bear was put in there, one to two. I got this photograph too. I found it a couple of years ago. Very interesting. Very daggone interesting. There you go.
All right. Yeah. Now go ahead. It'll pull up large if you go ahead and start talking. Where if you give some audio, it'll show up on the whole screen.
Audio, so you get it on the
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
I see what you're saying. You know, to me, like Fred said, is it photoshopped, or is it just one of those cases of pareidolia and a stump, or?
I don't think it's true.
It's an interesting picture.
That is very interesting.
It's not as crisp as the bear in the foreground.
Perhaps maybe the bear's photoshopped in there.
Should have drawn a circle around it.
Yeah, if you look at that squatch right there, look how blurry the rest of the scenery is. Look how clear and crisp.
Well, that may be where the picture, it was zoomed in on the black bear in the front. Because some cameras will do that. Pull up the center.
Yeah.
In the center of the picture, and everything else will be kind of blurred out. Cameras do that. So I think that big. I think that's what we want it to be.
What was that taken at? British Columbia?
I didn't look at the storyline yet. I just saw it and thought it was interesting. It just sort of reminds me of that Greensboro golf course stump squash.
Oh, yeah, Greenbrier.
Yeah, the green bar. Did I say Greensboro? Green bar. It just looks sort of stiff like that. And, you know, the sides go straight up and down. That's the only thing I have with it.
Well, I got the same photograph I bought a couple of years ago, and it's very intriguing. My question is, where was it taken at? Looks like up in Canada somewhere, but something's Photoshop. It just looks weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely looks like what you had said earlier, somewhere out British Columbia or it's maybe out west or something. But
Well, thanks for letting me share that, Daniel.
all right, that's all right.
Now, do I have to stop it?
What you do to stop it, just go back to the screen share box and just click that and it'll clear out. There you go, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if everyone's able to screen share, we can pull up some great information and have some great discussion on what you guys want to bring up. I mean, it's unfortunate that Mitchell hasn't been able to get back on, but I mean, we always have great discussion regardless. So, uh, um,
Might have to reschedule, Mitchell.
yeah. I tell you, my next show is I already have lined up people. I mean, I shared that earlier. Uh, is anyone familiar? I know. Well, this is probably super cool. I know Freddie is. Is everyone familiar with Stacy Brown?
You bet.
Yeah, Stacy Brown of he was one of the team players and participants on the Bigfoot Bounty Show. Well,
My
she's
favorite from the start.
yeah, he is actually located out of Florida. He was on Finding Bigfoot, him and his father one time. They had they had the FLIR image, a black and white FLIR image, a really good photo, a real good image of a Bigfoot, and he's actually going to be on later this month on the 28th. So, and that's going to be on the 28th at 9 p.m. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. See what he's been up to. So,
Yeah, me too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure Fred will have some questions for him.
I want to know how much I want to know how much he has used of that money that they let him have.
Oh, he
Yeah.
knows
Well,
he gets in for a while.
what's that,
I
Fred?
like,
You notice he got after the show he kind of dropped out of the spotlight until about a month and a half ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been around here and there. I mean, I've had a few chats with him and everything, so it's pretty cool. I actually asked him about participating in next year's event, but he said unfortunately uh he can't what's the word he used uh
Let himself go from what he's doing now.
yeah, well, it's just due to like he can't really oh man, I lost my train of thought. He can't promise anything. He can't really say he could do anything such as that because he said he's been involved with a lot of filming, doing a lot of filming, so and other events he's been involved with. So, but yeah, that's a good question, Fred. What he's because that was like $100,000 he got granted or something.
180,000.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I know he was in Vegas because he got a picture of him and some chick and he's in a three-piece tuxedo.
Yeah,
I know he's there.
yeah, he had a photo posted, something about some scratch ticket. He won a nice little amount, a lump sum on there while he was in Las Vegas. So, yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. There was something else. I'm trying to think here.
Oh, I've been talking to Sharon Day and
Yeah.
a couple of guys, and we were talking about the tore up camp where they got they get there just camping, it's ripped it and it's tore all to shreds and stuff. They went in that night and they went in right after it happened. Fireplace thrown all over the place, tent was burned and ripped. They found trees tore up and they found an X in there. And he realized by looking that he found a lot of mud and moss mix, which said the squatches use.
Hmm.
That was O'Shea. I think it was Clip O'Shea. I think that's his
Mm,
name.
I'm not familiar with that right now,
yeah, I'm not either. I can't
but
say
it
I am.
sounds interesting.
Well, hold on a second here. Let me get a hold of Sharon real quick, and I'll see what the guy's name is. And she's not on there. I got Bill Brock. No, there's French.
Hmm.
There have been several new videos in the last week or two, but the one that's come up again is that Mississippi video. That looks really intriguing, where it looks like it shows the big guy rooting out a hollow tree,
Hmm.
and you can hear the wood popping when you see the movement. I found it very good.
Hold on one second here.
All right, I'm getting that guy's name right now. I got it on here somewhere. Tour camp. Bobby Woods got a good foot.
Yeah. Talking about Bobby Woods,
There's
I am. He will be a guest on here coming up soon too. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
his
Bobby
research is
Woods. Yeah.
his research
Bobby
area
Woods.
is forest in North
Yeah.
Carolina. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Bobby Woods. He's actually located out of North Carolina. He is. He does a lot of Bigfoot and a lot of research. He shares a lot of stuff. He has some great photos of some tracks not long ago.
Bob
Actually, some I believe were in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Bob Bob Garrett's the guy's name.
Bob Garrett. I heard that name. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he's the
know
one that
that
done
name.
the he's the one that done the tour of camp.
Hmm. Uh, anyone viewing we started off with Mitchell 8, and we had some technical difficulties, which knocked us pretty much all off here. And now we've been on here for the last roughly, I don't know how long we've been on, guys. About 45 minutes,
Yeah, about
roughly,
45.
about an hour. So we've just been doing some discussion, various Bigfoot topics and stuff. And, I mean, when we do a show, the show must go on. So, but it's been working out this time around. So anyone just joining us, enjoy. So, uh,
Been a little tough. We were just getting going with Mitchell,
I yeah, I
and
know. After he had
technical
his audio
difficulties.
issues, and yeah, it is disappointing because he's got Mitchell Way has some great stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Now,
if anyone wants it, I advise everyone to check out his work. He also has a website at www.mongolianmonster.com. So feel free to check that out. And he also has a lot of DVDs and videos. So check them out too. And he actually is the author of some books as well. So yeah.
now, something I like about Mitchell White, he uh he does stuff around his area, around I know one area where he has I think he's got a Sasquatch named Squeaker
Mhm.
or something like that. But
Yeah.
what he did around the trailer, the camera outside the trailer, audio on top of the trailer. He's got a big old audio thing on top of his trailer. He could be inside his trailer and hear bell will go off, like a sensor at the picnic table. When something's in there getting the food off the table, all you've got
Yeah.
to do is peer out the window and see what's out there. He said there's 3 of them out there. He really gets me excited. He gets excited, and you could tell he's all excited about what he's doing and what he's finding out.
Right.
I was going to ask him, home security cameras. I've seen them up here at Walmart for $400. I mean, that's pretty expensive, but they got one now that's wireless.
Yeah. There is some infrared security cameras. You could actually get them a lot cheaper. I mean, depending on how many you're trying to get.
I think there's 5 in that box.
All right, here's that link to that tour of camp video by Bob Garrett. If y'all want to, y'all interested in watching.
Well, can somebody share their screen and we'll watch it?
Well, I don't know how to share it.
Oh, it's a YouTube video. I got you.
All right, what? Well, Daniel,
There's only one.
I sent you the link on.
Okay. Yeah, I see the link here.
Yeah, it's a 23-minute video.
Yeah.
About that tour of camp.
I would watch it here. We would be able to watch it. I haven't tried it on here. It's actually everyone would have to download the YouTube link on here to view it.
Right, so let me give you a look.
Yeah.
What it is they run upon a camp that is just tore to shreds, and they take and get in there and they find footprints, you name it, big footprints, little footprints. They find real muddy moss like yellow trees and stuff. They got mud in it. The trees are tore to shreds, everything like that. They come back 3 days later after someone went to the game commission, and he come back up there, and they went up there, the game commission went up there and cleaned that whole area up and drove all over it. They cleaned the area up and drove on it to cover the tracks up. So watch that video. It's and they say there was at least 2, maybe 3 squatches that did this, and they were being growled at while they were there that night. So it's pretty, because there's the tour of camp and after the tour of camp when they go back to it again. That's all squatches. But the game commission covers it up.
It reminds me of the Russian Yeti story.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Talking about the Russian Yeti story. Has everyone here viewed the most recent Yeti story, The Killer Lives?
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times.
I thought
that was a pretty. Yeah, that was very interesting. I've seen 2 versions of that. They were all the same story, just different intakes, different. I mean, there was 2 different investigations on that. I was actually more. I don't know. I like the one where there was the young American, and he had the young journalist female. I believe she was Russian as well. She was more or less the translator for him. I think they did some pretty good work looking into. They dug pretty deep into some government paperwork, and they found some pretty interesting stuff there.
Well, my question is, on that tent, they take and make a slit facing the wood. Then they cut a big chunk out of it. Right? If the Yeti was going to attack them, why did they run toward the wood where the Yeti was going to come out of the wood?
Perhaps there was something behind them coming from the other direction.
There was nothing behind them but open space.
Right.
They mentioned bright lights, and but here's where the care comes in. Only the special forces use certain type of boot covers in snow, and one of them was found there at the site.
Yeah.
They found all of them but 4 people. They found the others 2 months later under 4 foot of snow. Now, how do they know to look under 4 foot of snow?
Well, from what I remember watching, I know they were as they had a team of people, a search team, they were, kind of working their way through. They were like poking the ground till they, I guess they somehow came upon them and discovered that. But according to the documents that they found, when they found that military boot cover, um, they were kind of puzzled about that. But according to the paperwork that they found, apparently the Russian government was there earlier, before they actually made the discovery of the whole camp, and all the other people. So
Yes,
apparently
so that was
there
actually,
was something going on.
Mm.
Yeah,
White
and
Rock,
and that,
yeah, that was
that
what's that,
possible
Fred?
interference by the Russian
yeah,
military parallels the game commission covering stuff up.
they,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, they was in a restricted area where the government was doing experiments, with missiles and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
Because that's what a bright light is. But they said that if a Yeti was going to attack them, he said the lights and everything would feel like he was being threatened. They got millions and millions of acres of national forest behind them. Why would the Yeti attack them when the kids ran to the woods where the squatches are? Because remember, him and his translator and the bodyguard set up a dead hole. They heard the Yeti. They ran in there, ran to the hole. Nothing. They heard a growl. Roar. They ran in further, probably about 300, 400 yards further. They found a dead deer, fresh blood. Now, if it was
Mm,
being threatened by life, why didn't it attack them? Because he had flares.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the
As
government
far
had something to do with it. The Russian government had something to do with it. I don't think it was that Yeti at all.
It very well may be, because that's what I started to think too. Because yeah, they found all those dead deer, and some of them had their tongues ripped out, just like the way they found that one girl. That one girl, her tongue was totally ripped out of her mouth, her whole mouth. That there was kind of puzzling right there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of made you think a little bit, you know. Um, I don't know. It was very weird, but as far
Did
as
anyone see that picture that showed the suit that the Russians would have had at that time for gas? And it
mm,
was eerily similar to the supposed picture of the Yeti.
yeah, I see.
are you talking about the image they found of the photos that the students had taken when it showed a figure standing out by a tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last photo that the students actually took before that happened, that
Mm,
was the one. Has been somebody to me. I think it was a Russian military
yeah.
person.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. It was, I don't know, interesting, but yet very puzzling. I have a buddy of mine at work. He was watching. He asked if I had watched it. I said, yeah. But yeah, his theory is after watching it, because this guy here at work, he's a Bigfoot believer all the way, and because he's a witness to in an encounter he had. Uh, yeah, but he believes in this situation. He definitely believes it's the government, the Russian government was involved, and he don't think there was a Yeti involved, because the image, his opinion, and I don't know, I'm iffy on it, but I kind of starting to lean towards more of it being a person, but yeah, he believes the image that they shown that they found was possibly a human, but he thinks it was not large enough to be a Yeti. But then again, it's a photo, depending on how far back the photo was taken, the photo was not clear. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell in those situations, though. I mean, it definitely showed a clear image of a being, but regardless if it was human or not, it's hard to say exactly how tall, big, whatever, and whatever it may have been. So, but then the other thing that puzzled them was, well, what were those lights that they were seeing? Of course, according to the government spoke up and said they do a lot of missiles and rocket testing, and they are actually in that area. It's where they admitted that those are the locations in the area where they were camping is where they were aiming at.
Yeah,
And
because
according to the
They was right in the middle of that field, that big wide open space.
Yep. And the government said there wasn't supposed to be anybody over there.
Exactly.
But yeah.
The thing of it is, uh, didn't the government give them this? Wasn't this something the government that they were sent there? I mean,
Hold on. You're kind of breaking up there, Tracy.
I'm probably getting ready to cut out. Wasn't there some kind of papers that went through the government? Started the date that they started their research, and they ended the same day that it started. The day that they got killed was the day that the paper said that they were starting their investigation. And then
Mm.
back, that was the last day they were their investigation. The date starting the investigation and the date ending of the investigation was the same.
Oh, okay. I think yeah, all right. It was broke up. I think I knew what you were saying. Yeah, with the paperwork that they found, yeah, from the time they started the investigation, that the date of that was documented. But also the date of the information that the government was there was actually before that in that same area. I think it was like a month before that, roughly about a month or two before that, and the date that the government was there. Apparently, with everything that's shown, apparently the government was knew about the situation. Um, that's why when they did the investigate, when they actually had the rescue team out, which about a month or two later is when they did their investigation and found uh, the military boot cover there, you know. So,
Yep.
but yeah, they knew about it. It's as if the government didn't want nothing to do with it, but yet they left evidence behind. And pretty much they're telling on themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I took it. So I mean,
But they did at one time, twice, I think. They did. First time they come across some wild type man. The second time they come across some wild creature in a cave, and they killed it.
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
They never said
Yeah,
what it was.
yeah. That was another interesting part right there. They actually took refuge in a cave, and they were shown where the cave was, and their camera crew did not want to stay with them because they felt scared and knew better. But apparently they encountered something while they were in there, and they found a couple different nests in there too. So that was very interesting.
And the
So.
vocals actually got my attention too. The actual vocals that they played through the whole thing was supposedly
Yeah.
the creature that was stalking them.
mm And if I'm not mistaken, I think those audios were analyzed, and they came back as not no known animal
Yep.
or no. Yeah. So they were hearing something. There was something else out there with them for sure. There was something out there. I mean, but yeah, the cave. Not to forget, they did find tracks out there.
Yeah.
As far as when they went out there, and the tracks, I guess, they weren't boot tracks. They were too long and awkward shaped to be any kind of boot track. So, but, now, unless this is one thing no one's brought up, they found long awkward looking, tracks. Now, what if there was people out there with snowshoes of some sort? I mean, nothing like that was mentioned or said, but that could be a possibility too. There could have been some form of snowshoe. I mean, but I've actually thought about that before, but just out of theory, I would throw it out there. But I mean, anything's possible. But it could have been a creature. I mean, a lot
Yeah,
of these encounters and stories are all mysteries. So, but,
them
yeah.
tracks they found, they was only like kind of like a maybe a 6'5" guy would take. The stuff weren't very far apart from each other
Yeah.
on that video. That was kind of interesting on that. 'Cause I watched it at least 3 times, checking it out and everything. Now in the cave where it showed where they first went in, they found that nest
Yeah.
Then he went in the tent. They heard his sound. He ran back out. He said found another nest. That was the exact same nest that they found the first time because of that little where the bed is. You had that little teeny cave right behind it.
Yep, little hole.
Yep, that was the same spot twice. Yeah, a lot of stuff didn't add up on that show.
Definitely had some evidence that pointed towards the existence of Yetis, the
Yeah,
local
yeah,
culture and stories,
yeah.
as
But the
well
photo,
as the beds in the cave. I thought were very compelling too.
Mm-hmm.
But just the interference or possible evidence pointing to the Russian military involvement just leaves a big question on exactly what happened at, was it Dyatlov Pass in 1959?
I'm gonna have to get in touch with Pete and see what he says about it. I don't know. Well, it
Let's
was
see.
different. But, Squatches act different, because who knows that the Yeti and the Squatches might be the same creature, but a different bloodline. Both are intelligent. They got big feet. They look funny, but they got the same traits as far as ambush, running, smartness, everything.
Hmm.
'Cause every time I see a show when it comes to the Yeti, I compare that with the Squatch. And I find out that everything is almost exactly, almost not quite, but about 80% of it is exact same as the Squatch as far as behavioral patterns go, territorial stuff like that.
Hmm.
Well, what do you think about it, Kimmy?
What?
What do you think about it?
What do I think about what?
Oh my God.
Well, I've
Oh
been in
Lord.
and out.
I hear Darren in the background.
I'm sorry, guys.
He said clear on the other side of the room, and he heard me.
You gotta love Darren. He's funny.
I can't wait to get him up here.
Hey, here's something I'll bring up just for the heck of it. You guys all know BF Deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed Waterman. Yeah,
Yeah. You know his I saw one of his posts on Facebook. He for some reason he is no longer allowed to use his other alias account. He can't use BF Deal no more. He's got to use his one account for his real name, Ed Waterman.
yeah.
Now I seen other posts about it that he shared and all the people discussed with him. He's actually some people think he was targeted, and that's funny because a lot of people use a different account or alias, whatever. Now, although I may not agree with a lot of his photos, but that's one thing. That's not. I mean, somebody didn't do him. Someone did him wrong in that situation. Apparently, I guess I'm thinking somebody. I don't know. He might have pissed somebody off in a conversation. I don't know, but apparently somebody got on him or had a group of people team up against him. But I don't know. That was kind of weird. I found that kind of. I don't know. I just happened to see his name in one of my notes, whatever, and that made me think about that. So.
He,
Yeah, he might have just, what do you call it when you spam the world
Oh,
with repeated posts and multiple posts? He was very
well,
prolific on the amount of posts. But
well, that
still,
he
from what
was,
I
but
saw
a
he
lot of
wrote
people do
about
that.
Facebook questioning them, it just
Yeah.
didn't seem to have any basis. So I sort of
I mean,
felt for
yeah,
him on that one.
right. I mean, a lot of people. I've seen tons of people. He has a lot of followers, but he also has a lot of people that question his photos, and they're being honest. They're not trying to attack him. I mean, I've seen some of the people, and then when he does get aggressive, then they come back a little bit more aggressive back towards him, which I can understand because they're just trying to make sense of everything, which I understand, and that it makes sense to me. But yeah, but what he does, a lot of people do that. I mean,
He sends me a lot of pictures, and
right?
what I'm seeing is the area that he's in has got a lot of moss, a lot of peat moss,
Yeah,
overgrowth,
that's for
and
sure.
now maybe one, maybe 2 out of 10. One picture, maybe 2 out of 10 or 15, might
Hmm.
look like it has something in it. But what I'm
Right.
seeing is pareidolia, a lot of it.
Yeah.
A good example, that person walking around the corner. He
Yeah.
said it
No.
was that was his girlfriend. It
Right.
was someone wearing a hoodie. But he threw it up there and says, "What do y'all think?"
Yeah.
He,
That was
he didn't
yeah.
answer. He didn't say what it was. He put it up there, and everybody took it from there.
Yeah.
I zoomed it in. I seen it was somebody with a hoodie on, wearing black pants.
I
And
don't
he
Right.
enter
said,
into arguments. I try to avoid them and stay away from them, arguing and fighting over stuff. And what do you think? Well,
I would
you
say
know,
it's a homeless man. That's what I would say.
I just kind of tend to shy away from the arguing.
but you
Still
got
seems
Yeah.
like maybe every 1 out of 20 pictures has something that could be real.
Right.
but he does take a lot of photographs. And
Now I tell you what. Oh, I'm sorry, Fred. Go ahead.
he says he does have photographs that he hasn't even published yet that's got stuff on it. But he said it's so far back in his records. He's out in the woods almost every single day. I know they go at least through about 40 reels of 40 things of film a week, just taking
Mm.
pictures.
Yeah.
I think what he's doing is taking all these pictures, and hopefully out of one of them he might catch some.
Right.
But what he's doing is sharing all his photographs. I mean, I told him, I said, a lot of your photographs got pareidolia on it, but I said, there are one or two that might have something on there.
Let's go to the Bigfoot crew.
Yeah.
But you
Who
never
is
do.
that, Jimmy?
My sister Liza.
Oh, okay. She could come on in and talk. She don't have to be shy.
She is shy. She's my little baby sister.
um, what was I gonna say?
I
No, but
was
yeah, his photos. Judging from his photos, he definitely is in a very squatchy looking area. I mean, that's for sure. So,
Well, you ought to see my bathroom.
what's that?
Y'all heard anything more about it? Have you heard? Has anybody heard from Timber Giant Bigfoot lately?
No.
Ever since that big red video?
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to come in.
Oh, because Timber Giant had a video that it was supposedly a big red, but
A big bed.
Paul Hosley dissected that video, and MK did too, and behind him was a guy walking a trail. If you take a video and you zoom in on that supposed big red, if you look beyond that, you'll see a guy in a white T-shirt walking the trail.
That's the last I saw on that. It was pretty telling, I thought.
Yeah. Then on one of his videos, he had where he was walking his dog, and you could actually see 3 squatches out in the open, but they was glued to the rocks, and you could see black blobs on them rocks. Then his dog was like, I ain't moving. Then he pans around to the woods, walks up this trail, and he's doing something. He says he turns his head, and about 50, 80 yards up, he shows something black walking across the trail. He turns and looks at the camera right when it gets his arm or leg out in the open after he walks past that tree. So he chases it. He gets up there to that spot. He don't find nothing. Could that have been a squatch, or was it someone in the outfield? Whatever it was bulky.
All right, what did I miss?
Remember John Bigfoot?
Oh, okay.
Talking about the big red video.
Yeah,
Buddy of
I don't
mine,
know.
a buddy of
Yeah, go
mine
ahead.
got that video, and if you look beyond that big red, you see a guy in a white T-shirt walking down a trail.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the video. Yeah,
Let's go on Timber Giant Bigfoot and look under Big Red.
Big Red. All right.
I don't watch that many videos, but when I do watch them, I dissect them. Because when it pertains to the outside, the woods, I'm very smart when it comes to stuff like that. I observe. That's why when I told Daniel, when Daniel first started coming with me, I says, you listen, you observe, and you smell. And when I told him that, Daniel like someone put a stick of dynamite on his ass. He was gone. But don't ever be around him when he sees a bear. He'll say, "Look at that bear over there."
Well, at least I'll give you enough warning to get out of Dodge.
Yeah, but I was to see it when it's walking. You caught. He saw one coming out of a tree.
Yeah.
He saw it. He heard something.
Guys, hold on one second. I'm getting a phone call.
Okay. He turned. We was at the camp y'all was at, and there was a couple little weirdo boys there, and he heard something turn his head. He saw a bear hit the ground and haul ass. All right, and when we was up there, we're walking this trail, and overtook my right. I walk right by it. I don't even pay attention to it because I'm just looking at every place else,
Right.
He looks to his left, and there's a bear foraging. He says, "Look at that bear." By the time I turned my head, all I seen was ass and elbows running up through the woods. But we
Well,
did.
that explains one thing, Freddie.
Huh?
On the first annual E.C.B.R.O. Bigfoot expedition, Daniel, he kept warning us to look up in the tree for bears.
Now be sure watch your trees.
Right where Kimmy and Darren put their tent was about 20 yards behind them was where that bear come out of that tree.
Actually, I think it was a little bit closer. Because it was one of those two trees just on the other side of that ditch line where they were at.
Yeah.
Because they were pretty close to where we saw that first bear.
Well, the bear wasn't there.
We didn't
I
see
didn't
it.
see it. All I heard was noise moving. Daniel caught him where he almost hit the ground.
I'm here.
Hello, Lisa Jane. Am I saying the name right?
Liza, hello.
Liza Jane. Okay. Yeah. I think Vince Gill sings a song.
Yeah, Liza.
Yup.
Yep.
Uh-huh. So, Liza Jane, are you a Bigfoot believer?
After hearing Sis's what's the
Audio
recording, yes, I can't think that made that noise.
Well, perhaps you'll have to plan on joining Kimmy and Darren on our next event. It should be very interesting.
Camping, so I'm all for the outdoors, and it'd make it more interesting.
Yeah, it's next year's event's going to be very interesting. I already have we're already got people signed up. The people I have not mentioned, they're not online. Well, they are, but not on Facebook. And I'll get into that at another later date and time. And there's a few things I got to discuss with everybody else, but I'm not going to discuss it while we're live on air right now. This is being recorded and it's open to the public. But there's a few other things I'm going to discuss. But yeah, I think next year's event's going to be really good. We're expecting some great people to show up. I'm sorry.
Where are you planning on going next year?
We're gonna be in West Virginia. Um,
Oh,
it's all
yes.
yeah.
Thoughts?
It's not. Yeah, we got a friend of ours. He's actually part of the E.C.B.R.O. It's gonna be actually on his property. We're gonna be in an open field, is where we're setting up camp. So it should be in a nice area, and not far from where he's at, we got rivers, streams, and he's got a lot of caves in the areas, from what he told me. So
Uh,
yeah, we should have.
do you know if the New River is pretty close to his house, or is it a good distance away?
Uh, the what is it? The New River.
The New River. Is it down below his house there somewhere?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure. It's something we could ask him. West Stump. That is. Yeah, that information I'm not sure about. The river that's close to his house, I think it goes by another name.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but I'm not sure. Now, right where he's located, he's in a wooded area, but his house is not far from town stores and stuff, from what I understand. But all around his surrounding area, it's goes right into the woods, and goes into some mountain, pretty nice looking hill areas. Yeah, like you say, he's got a lot of streams. He's got the river, and he got some caves, and that's what I'm looking forward to, investigating the cave areas. So
That
yeah,
will be awesome.
yeah. So
I'm a
we're
little
gonna have a good time next year.
claustrophobic. Y'all might have to do that yourselves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure the whole area is gonna be real good. So I don't know. We'll have a good time next year. I mean, hopefully we'll have another, encounter, if not better than what we experienced the first time around. So yeah. Maybe this time we'll come across some good tracks. That's one thing I was hoping to find that we didn't. I mean, we found other impressions, but nothing too clear, or that to really make a cast out of. So and look at that clip.
Yeah, like I said, I got that one coming up in July, so that'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about with studies.
Yep.
Get down, because Daniel knows two of the areas that we're gonna be at.
Right.
So I'm gonna turn him loose, get him whoever wants to go, and turn him loose in that area. But we're all gonna stay in radio contact. We'll probably be about a mile, 2 miles far from each other.
Yeah. Hmm. No, yeah, that's next month, right, Fred? In
Yeah,
July.
that's between the 10th and the 20th. So if you can
Okay.
make it, come on.
All right.
I I ain't scared of the woods or anything, but ever since that one night we was at the camp and we had those two come in, I mean they didn't want us there because when they come up to the camp, they whoop, I mean loud. We had music and everything going. They was that whoop went over top our voices. One of the guys, it was Michael from Maryland and his buddy.
Yeah.
We were sitting there cooking sausage links. And Mike, he was cool, calm, collected. But the other guy, he come out of his skin.
Right.
That was pretty cool, though.
Hmm.
But if you get close enough, I mean, when you get in these areas, if you get too close, and they don't whoop, but they will throw a rock at you.
Yeah.
At least they do me.
Well, both sound aggressive, whooping and throwing rocks.
Hey,
I
do you
can't.
guys see this? You guys see this photo right here?
Yeah.
All right.
That is a
This.
pine tree.
All right.
A dead pine that woodpeckers and tore up.
Yeah.
The reason I'm sharing this because this is from Ed Waterman, aka BF Deal. He starts off by saying, "I'm not saying anything." He says, "I'm not saying a damn thing. You tell me." Hello. He says, "I post, you report." Uh, this is just yeah,
Is this the
yeah. I
guy
don't
from
know what.
Washington?
Well,
Yeah,
it says, okay, I'll put my 2 cents in. Oh, put it back, Daniel. Let me read it.
yeah. Go ahead. It's there.
Okay, it says it's from
Lorena.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll put my 2 cents in. I like Jimmy's idea. Wait a minute, let me go back to this here. I
Yeah,
like
here
Jimmy's idea. Looks like a carving. Those holes don't look like they were chewed by rodents or pecked by woodpeckers. Sometimes when they do, the wood knocking, it sounds like they are using a hollow instrument. That's true because the ones in my area do knock on dead pine trees. Not but banging on trees. Could this be an instrument for communicating greater distance? That is a good point.
Hmm. Yeah, I see someone that says top left, one is cloaked. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Let's see what.
did note from banging around during the expedition that a dead tree did have a better resonance for having a good solid carry sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over in Shoe Creek, I found a stick that was laying next to a cedar tree, and the cedar tree had dents in it. Where that was that day that me and my buddy was over there, and we got the 5 part video, and we was getting knocked close to the top, and when we got up there, they were gone.
Hmm.
Is this the
Are
guy
you
from
guys
Washington?
seeing? Yeah, his name. Everyone knows him as BF Deal, but Ed Waterman is his real name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found a I
Here.
found, I found a butt print, I found a hand print, and a footprint. And next to that tree was a stick there that had dents in it, and the cedar tree had dents where they were knocking with the cedar tree. So I took a knock at it. Cedars put out a good vibration sound. Alive.
There's thinner bark on the cedar tree
Yeah.
than
I
there
got
is the oak.
I still got the stick here. It's got the dents in it. I mean, you can see where the stick is scarred from the banging on the tree, and the cedar tree head was scarred up where they were hitting the tree with it. That's pretty
Hmm.
damn rich.
Yeah.
I got
Hmm.
pictures somewhere of it in my video. I think it's like 12 times.
Hmm. I tell you what, guys. We'll go ahead into our after show. I'm gonna stop the live broadcast. Before we do, stop the live broadcast. Um, just a reminder. In 2 weeks, June 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, we will have Stacy Brown from Bigfoot Bounty, and we'll have him. We'll talk, share some information, see what he's been up to, and see what kind of work he's been doing with all that money he's got. Uh, hopefully, he used it wisely. And yeah, Stacy Brown's a cool guy. But we'll get into that here on the 28th. Another reminder, I know some of you guys are familiar with my latest fundraiser. If you guys see my post, that T-shirt design, if you notice, it has large yellow glowing eyes, and we all know where that came from. That's actually based off of our encounter. So that's where that came from. So there's only about there's only about 14 to 15 more days left on that, and so hopefully if we could get up, I need to get at least 20 sales out of it. Or if they don't reach 20 sales, anyone that might put into it will actually automatically get reimbursed from the company that it's through. So, but if not, I'll try that again later. Hopefully it'll work. Sometimes I've had other shirts that did not work the first time around, and the second time you put it around, people go like crazy to get on them. But so yeah, maybe if you guys, people, if you guys help share that'd be great. Um, and and then in July we got a few guests coming up. We got River Gibbs and Summer Snape from Crypto's Four Corners, and she's actually going to have somebody else along with her. She asked me about having another guest with her to help discuss the group that she's in and the work. She wanted me to save that person's name as a surprise guest. He is well known in the community, so that'll be interesting to have him on board. But anyway, does anyone else have anything to share before we go off?
Be sure to watch Finding Bigfoot tomorrow night. It might be interesting.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Finding Bigfoot. Shane Bradbury, with looking for Bigfoot News Hour broadcast. He has an after show. Be sure to tune in after watching Finding Bigfoot. Freddie just jumped off. But yeah, Freddie's usually involved with that. I get on it once in a blue moon. It all depends. I won't be able to do it tomorrow, but I do watch it. I usually watch it on Monday because I record it on the DVR. So, but
Me too.
yeah, yeah, especially depending if I have to get up early on Monday. I ain't gonna stay up too late to watch it. But anyway, I think that should be about do it, and we're about to join in our after show. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching and viewing, and be tune in next show on the 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right.